the next part of Psalm 119 is Heth. And so this is another letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and I'm just going to read a little bit of this section. You are my portion, O Lord. I have promised to obey your words. I have sought your face with all my heart. Be gracious to me according to your promise. I have considered my ways and have turned my steps towards your statutes. I will hasten and not delay to obey your commands. There's that wonderful thing that the psalmist says here. You are my portion, O Lord. I have promised to obey your words. Understanding that God's portion for us, his allotment for us, is a generous one. Understanding that God's ability to give generously is integral to his character. We then find ourselves in a position where we're not scraping just the little crumbs from God's table, but actually God's generosity towards us is enormous, is huge. And God's generously spoken to us, generously given himself to us. Jesus is the bread of life, and he's given himself completely. And so God's generous portion to us is an incredible gift that we've received. So I pray that today we will understand the reality of that, the generosity of God's heart, the promises of his word, and that incredible graciousness that comes through those promises, the incredible graciousness and generosity and the abundance of God's heart that reaches out to you, that reaches out to me, that reaches out across the world and gives the opportunity for God's generous spirit to be shed abroad. I pray that we would understand that fresh reality of the generous portion of the living God that's given out to all of us and enabled us to live a generous life towards others as well.